Once I Loved a Polish Boy by Sibylle Forrester. Once I loved a Polish boy, no matter here or there. His lineage was pure, and his aunt and uncle, no less Polish, lived next door. That round Slavic face, the alcoholic stories, allergy to polkas, photo of tiny shoulders drooping behind a grown-up accordion. He told me about the moss and wild horses, willow trees, about flowers, and the hot name of summer that follows the chilly Polish spring. He made of me a maiden in a costume of red and white. Oh, and none of that is true. I made it all up, almost. I just saw a movie once and thought, wouldn't it be nice?
In the poem, the author is in love with a Polish boy. The audience later finds out that she saw a movie once and sort of fell in love with the idea of a perfect boy and made up the Polish boy. The poem is written in three stanzas. The first stanza is about the speaker explaining how the Polish boy is nothing but perfect in their eyes. The second is about what the Polish boy has taught the speaker to appreciate in life, or what lessons he or she took away from the experiences with the boy that they fell in love with. The third stanza, the speaker reveals that the Polish boy is completely made up. He was inspired by a movie that the speaker once saw. The alcoholic stories refers to stories that the boy told while he was under the influence, and this can be considered a metaphor. On the line where it says his lineage was pure can be considered as cliche. Where it says the chilly Polish spring, it can be considered as an oxymoron due to the fact that an oxymoron is basically contradicting what is actually being said. So for example, where it's set in that line, it says the chilly Polish spring, and spring is known to be warm, but in the line it says that it's chilly.
The theme of this poem is relatively simple yet delayed. This poem demonstrates imagination and its ability to capture and twist our reality. This is especially true in reference to the lines where Sibylle Forrester writes about the boy's lineage and history growing up, even though he is imaginary. She goes on to even talk about how she lived next to his aunt and uncle, which are also imaginary. What is also interesting is her inspiration for the poem, as she states in the poem that she found it in a movie once, but it could have inspired from her background being a professor in Russian literature and having studied in Middle and Eastern Europe.
The title of the poem is just an overview of what the poem will be about. The speaker talks about a Polish boy that they were in love with, but then later it is revealed that the boy is just an imaginary description of a person.